Money tells stories. They reveal how nations rise and how they fall. In the world of global capitalism, billionaires are more than wealthy individuals. They reflect innovation, investment, entrepreneurship, and economic influence. Their numbers often mirror the industries shaping each generation. In 2001, that influence had a clear center. One country stood far above the rest, while the nation that would become its greatest challenger was barely on the map. China had just one billionaire on the entire global list. At the time, few imagined that this would change within a single generation. 25 years later, the picture would look completely different. Fortunes did not simply grow. They shifted across borders. Some countries created new wealth at an extraordinary pace. Others struggled to maintain the advantages they once enjoyed. This is not simply the story of wealth. It is the story of how global economic power changed over time. Welcome to Data Race 360. Let's begin in 2001. The global billionaire landscape was overwhelmingly dominated by one country. The United States stood firmly at the top with 179 billionaires. Its closest competitors were nowhere near its scale. Germany and Japan shared second place with just 13 billionaires each. The world's largest economy stood in a league of its own. Its leadership was built on decades of technological innovation, deep capital markets, and some of the world's most valuable companies. Meanwhile, China was only beginning to emerge on the global stage. Its economy had entered a period of rapid industrialization, but private wealth was still in its early stages. It had exactly one billionaire. Few could have imagined what would happen next. Between 2001 and 2006, America's lead grew even stronger. A booming stock market and the rapid expansion of technology companies created a new generation of entrepreneurs and investors. The US total climbed to 254 billionaires by 2005. Germany also expanded steadily, reaching 33 billionaires. Russia experienced one of the fastest rises during the decade. Strong demand for oil, natural gas, and other natural resources helped increase its billionaire count to 25. Yet the biggest story was still unfolding elsewhere. China's manufacturing sector was growing rapidly. Foreign investment accelerated. Exports surged. Millions of people joined the country's expanding middle class. These changes were beginning to create enormous private fortunes. In 2007, China entered a new phase of growth. Its billionaire count jumped to 15. Just 1 year later, it nearly tripled to 40. The speed of that expansion surprised the world. Then came the global financial crisis of 2008. Stock markets collapsed. Banks failed. Many of the world's largest economies entered deep recessions. Billionaire fortunes fell across much of Europe and North America. But China's economy continued expanding at remarkable speed. Large-scale investment, manufacturing growth, and resilient domestic demand helped sustain its momentum. By 2010, the global ranking had changed dramatically. China reached 71 billionaires. It moved past Germany. It also surpassed Russia. For the first time, China became the world's second-largest billionaire nation. The balance of global wealth was beginning to shift. The era of a single dominant economic power was coming to an end. A new rivalry had begun. The 2010s pushed the race into a new era. The center of wealth creation shifted from traditional industries to the digital economy. Technology became the driving force behind a new generation of billionaires. Companies built around software, e-commerce, cloud computing, and social media transformed global markets. Silicon Valley became one of the world's most powerful engines of wealth creation. The United States continued to strengthen its position. Its billionaire count increased from 416 in 2012 to 536 by 2015. Many of those fortunes were built on innovation rather than inheritance. Meanwhile, China was moving at an extraordinary pace. Rapid urbanization, expanding consumer markets, and the explosive growth of internet companies created thousands of new businesses. A new generation of entrepreneurs emerged. Their success reshaped the country's billionaire landscape. By 2015, China's billionaire count had reached 213. The gap between the world's two largest economies was shrinking faster than ever before. Extreme wealth was no longer concentrated in just a handful of Western nations. New economic powers were beginning to emerge. India continued producing successful entrepreneurs across technology, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, and finance. In Southeast Asia, Indonesia quietly built its own momentum. Its steady rise reflected a growing domestic economy, expanding investment, and increasing regional influence. The map of global wealth was becoming more balanced. Then came another remarkable milestone. By 2020, China had reached 389 billionaires. The country had become one of the world's largest centers of private wealth creation. For the first time, the competition with the United States appeared closer than ever. Then came 2021. Global markets were flooded with liquidity. Low interest rates, soaring stock markets, and rapidly rising technology valuations pushed wealth to record levels around the world. The United States reached 724 billionaires. China followed with an unprecedented 626. The difference between the two economic giants had narrowed to fewer than 100 billionaires. It was the closest the race had been in more than 2 decades. For a moment, many believed China could eventually overtake the United States. But history rarely moves in a straight line. The following years brought a very different environment. China entered a new phase of economic adjustment. The government increased oversight of major technology companies. The property sector slowed dramatically. Economic growth became more moderate. As financial conditions tightened, billionaire wealth declined. By 2022, China's billionaire count had fallen to 539. The decline continued over the next several years. By 2025, the total stood at 450. It was one of the most significant reversals in billionaire growth during the past 25 years. Elsewhere, global events were also reshaping the rankings. International sanctions and geopolitical tensions caused Russia's billionaire count to fall sharply in 2022. In contrast, India's long-term trend remained positive. Its economy continued expanding. Its startup ecosystem attracted increasing investment. New business leaders emerged across multiple industries. By 2025, India reached a record 205 billionaires. Indonesia also continued its steady climb. By 2025, it counted 33 billionaires. As we arrive in 2025, the global ranking is clear. The United States remains firmly in first place with 902 billionaires. Another wave of artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and advanced technology companies help strengthen its lead. China holds second place with 450 billionaires. Despite recent declines, it remains one of the world's largest creators of private wealth. India ranks third with 205 billionaires. Its continued growth suggests that another major economic power is still rising. 25 years of data reveal a remarkable transformation. The geography of wealth has changed dramatically. Economic influence is no longer concentrated in just a few countries. Technology, manufacturing, finance, energy, and entrepreneurship have reshaped the global landscape. The story of the world's billionaires is ultimately the story of changing economic power. Some nations adapted quickly. Others faced new challenges. And the balance continues to evolve. The next chapter has already begun. Which country do you think will lead the world in the years ahead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to Data Race 360 for more stories told through data.